DISECT. Like you just heard, this song is Afroculture by Flavour, and I heard this song sometime back, about a week or 2 weeks ago, and I thought, yeah, definitely. So quickly, let's get into it. Starting off, the song originally starts with a chant, so it was my intention to keep that chant, but not the entire length, because we ain't got time. So again, big sounds. I definitely was thinking big sounds, but this live set, drums for me plays a huge role in anything big, so my drums came in handy here. Augmented drums, FX drums, whatever you want to call them, came in handy right off the bat. That's what starts with a bit of guitars and all of that. So yeah, after the chant, I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's supposed to be happening there? Huge drums again, but it's a space for drums. If you've watched movies that portray Africa, The Woman King, Black Panther, you see that for the music theme, drums is what, so I went in there with the drums, and then for me, it was a place where I would express as the drummer, and going from there and coming into the big intro is this part. Now going into some transition, just tiny. Now I hope you can listen to the original track so you can spot what the differences are. Maybe after this I also put a link to the original track so you can spot the differences. So right there, calls us in 2 verse. So originally there's supposed to be no chords there, but I'm playing chords just to give it more of a surround, So I needed some sort of drama here, which is what brought me to, create this part. For here, the horns is what stands out. Also, aside from the drums, the horns is what stands out for, this arrangement. So, yeah, I enjoyed creating that part for the song again. Huge call makes a huge difference, and right after that came to a huge stop. So it was supposed to be something where we halt and then come back in. So after the halt, I needed that slide, that synth bass slide to call us back in, and it was beautiful. That's already in the track. That was already in the track. I just needed to highlight that, and it came out very, very nice. It was already in the track, So this part, of course, wasn't the track. I can't even remember how this came about, but I think I was just fiddling for ideas, and I needed something that sounded, well, not churchy, but because the beat I was going for this part was the what's it called now? what's the stretch, the SMJ and all of them. It was the beats. It was that boom boom, boom boom. So because that was the beat I was going for, I didn't just want to play it by itself. I don't know if you have worked. I'm not sure if that beat would have worked by itself, but I needed some sort of accompaniment, and that led me to create this. Then we'll come back again. Then music progresses. But yeah, that's how that part came about. It was because there was a need for that. So then here he's going a bit more into it with the chants, and it's a point where because there's vocals, I'm just going to keep it simple with the arrangements as well, and we're just doing punches to breaks and stops. For me, they are very important in my arrangements. It's all about accentuations. So if you go like, it has to be, it has to be heavy. That one was not in the track. I had to create that one too. Again, for me, that part was about the drama and how I wanted to convey it. Originally, there's supposed to be no pause there, but essentially, this is what I'm playing. That's it. Yeah. And then we go into the declining part of the song. All I needed to do was play over it and make it big. So essentially, this whole track was just taking ideas, expand on it, and for places where I needed to be more dramatic, I traded stuff that sounded in line with that kind of music. Big drums, horns, strings, effects, accentuations, pauses, hits. That was all about this music, and it turned out good. So now let me show you what my individual music is doing. Starting off, let's go with what bass is doing. Bass, synth, bass, have the track by itself. That's the track by itself. See how I made my cuts and everything. So I mean, I hope you can see right here. Right here. Yeah, it's a lot of, I don't know if you can see, but it's a lot of cuts right here, right here, right here. Anyway, down to horns and strings. Here's what they're doing. And then my own FX drums is doing, like, that's the majority of the drums you hear in the track. Like, you don't really hear the one in the original track. You hear mine because it's like bigger, weightier, and that's how I intend to have it. FXs. So I didn't go too heavy in terms of productions with this. All I went heavy was on drums and horns and strings. Well, even the horns, it's not that crazy. You know, and my FXs. Sound effects, you know, helps me bring life to upcoming parts, you know, because before a part is coming, and that's why I use them, you already have the chord that they are leaning into, or maybe just you can hold down your 5 and your 1, and it just leads you into that, and it's a beautiful sight. See that? Enters with the FX and hits with the boom. You know, it just gives presence to whatever you're trying to bring life to. And synth, lead synth work. And my composite synth is doing there we go. And I've also got bells and some aux here that I liked as I paired with my lead synth because it made it seem fuller. Let me play for you. What part do I play? Okay, this one. And by itself, let me show you what it is. I just think that is just beautiful. And lastly, I've got my guitars. Of course, I can't be doing distortion guitars here. Maybe I can if I figure out how to make it work, but for some music you just need to know what works, and what to use per time. So I only played strums here. And this is how it started. This is what we're playing. This is the tone we chose for the whole, like the entire of this production. So yeah, that's essentially how simple, and it seems like we have a lot of tracks on here, but it's just the essentials basically. So as always, thank you for watching this with me, and let's get to the full clip. All right, appreciate it.